This is kind of like a part 2, except you don't have to watch part 1 to know what the hell I'm talking about. We're going to be talking a little more about Metasite than I thought I was, so this is basically part 2 of my Metasite Rambling, I'm going to be calling it. Specifically, I want to talk about the name and why it changed twice. Because if you don't know, me, Jay, and Clover originally teased a project called Project ITS. So how did that become Metasite? And also, where the hell was Clover in Metasite? I'll outright say it, while we were adjusting the script, and updating the drafts into a much better script, we completely forgot about Clover and forgot to write them in, and we feel horrible about it. And we brought them in for Act 2, but then, we never got around to Act 2 and only made the first draft with Act 1, and Also, their role in Act 2 was just like a small cameo to say, oh my gosh, we forgot you. Here's your chance to be involved in the story, and then we're gonna completely ignore you from now on. We're bad people is what I'm saying. We're bad people. However, how did the name go from ITS to Metasite? Well, originally, the name was Into the Samulation, because the plan was that Sam and Jay were gonna go into Sam's computer, into the area where they were keeping Sam. By the way, this makes no sense unless you watched Metasite. So they were going into the computer to grab Sam, and they were going to go into this digital recreation of my old OC universe from middle school, which would be the Samulation. It was a simulation for Sam. The Samulation. See, it's a play on words. So it was the Samulation. And the story was them going into the Samulation to get Sam out. Which was going to introduce my old OCs and would be basically a backdoor pilot for an animated series that I was going to do with my old OCs. Which I'm still working on, that's now Project Meadow. And then we changed the name of Into the Samulation into Metasite and used the name Into the Samulation for the Metasite song. Because it was a good name and we didn't want to not use it. And I said that I changed the name 3 times, so is Project Meadow the third name? No, wrong. The third name, which came after Metasite, was because we were going to do a completely different story after Metasite, because eventually we just stopped liking Metasite and wanted to do a different story, so we decided to write a separate story called the Director's Cut ARG. And then that just became a draft of Metasite, and we just decided, let's merge them and do a different story. Like I said, this story changed so many times that it just didn't even feel like the original story anymore, and we had to basically start from scratch. Besides, we didn't want to upload Shorts Wars. Go to my last short to see what I mean by that. Metasite was basically a pre-Shorts Wars draft. I don't know why.